Hi everybody, it's me Anthony, virtually known as Anthony Virtually 2003 on my YouTube channel here, and today I want to show you two of these pretty cool homemade VHS tapes that I made before I had my YouTube. I'm only going to show you these two VHS tapes that I made back in the late 2018 through early of 2019, which this one's I made back in 2018, this one's in 2019. This one's in SP mode, this is an EP mode. Yep. Which today I'm going to show you these Mario and Cookie Monster homemade VHS tapes. In case you didn't know what's on Mario Cookie Monster, I remember some of them that used to be on YouTube, but not anymore. But don't worry, I still have these videos that were saved before these videos were no longer on YouTube, which I will have to re-upload some of these videos that if that was no longer on YouTube. And I did upload that Drill and Fill Cookie Monster. It's actually from one who uploaded by DisneyCarToys and ToysReviewToys channel, which are actually, if you don't know what Mario Cookie Monster is, they're actually I didn't really make the Mario Cookie Monster. I just made my homemade VHS tapes, and they were recorded all from YouTube, and it was actually camcorded, unfortunately. Yeah, they're all camcorded. That was recorded on from YouTube. Well, originally that was the only choice I have. Well, I do have another VHS tape besides these two, which does have the 12 Days of Cookies, which I did upload to YouTube, which is actually my homemade VHS, which is called Connectional Things Volume 18. Which, yeah, I'm not going to show you that tape, because, yeah, but that does have that 12 Days of Cookie with camcorder, but with better sound quality, which this was been lost, but it's been found, but I will upload re-upload these lost videos. Some of the videos that were on there off from YouTube, they're still on YouTube, but someone got re-uploaded. I remember that for some reason, like DisneyCarToys, I remember right now it was originally it was DisneyCarToys, but it was actually ToysReviewToys. And I can't remember and then ToysReviewToys channel, which they used to have their accounts, but they don't have them anymore. I don't know what's wrong. Maybe they closed them. They closed down, or they put all those videos to private. I don't know. Yeah. But I'm glad. Unfortunately, some of these videos are no longer on YouTube, and it's not even there. No one will ever see them again. But guys, some of them have been lost and found, and yeah, some of these Cookie Monster Mario video. I remember some of these were not on YouTube, and some of these were on YouTube. I probably wouldn't upload these videos that were still on YouTube. I probably will re-upload these videos that used to be on YouTube but not anymore. Which I remember some of these videos were lost, and yeah. I want to show you this pretty homemade VHS tape I made back in 2018. Yep, it's Mario Cookie Monster. It's actually, yeah, the top is pretty little gold, shiny brownish on the top. There's the back. Yeah, how cool, pretty cool homemade VHS. I did make my own like Warren Home video in 20th Century Fox. There's my homemade DV logo and my homemade Connection video logo. Yeah, it's really a homemade VHS. Yes, it is really a homemade VHS. And by the way, in case you didn't notice, I always wanted to put Mario Cookie Monster on VHS since back in 2016, but until there's nothing I could do. But I kind of wish I recorded these all from YouTube, but now I'd be able to since 2018. But I was going to do all these one VHS at a time, but unfortunately, I did these two tapes. This is volume 1 and this is volume 2. And this one does have hi-fi sound, this one does not. Yeah. Yep, and some of these videos were no longer YouTube. I'm guessing, I remember it's the one with I remember when they did the Magic Mickey thing, and Like there's the first, it starts with Cookie doesn't like spaghetti, and the Cozy Coop one. Cookie Monster rides the Cozy Coop. Yeah. I really, thank goodness, I'm glad I saved some of these that used to be on YouTube. Well, some of them, I'm not going to upload just the full video on one video. I will do it someday, but I remember some of it used to be on my old account with these videos, but I don't have it anymore. But anyways, there's the tape with my homemade sticker label I made back in November 23rd, 2018. It is used from an 80s VHS design, but it'll still play okay. And I do fix and splicing these tapes, and I'd be able to turn this that looks like a regular VHS tape. Yeah. And yep. And it's kind of big a special video I'm gonna upload that used to be that no longer on YouTube. I remember it was the one when they did that pop ball toys from that play school thing. I remember that was on Cookie Monster Mario. It was not on YouTube anymore, but now I have it. I still have it saved. I remember this one does have Let's Imagine Elmo from Elmo the Musical, which I don't think it's on YouTube anymore, but I will do it on. But I still finally have it saved. Most of these things are all saved. Yep. So far. Yep. Well, unfortunately, the bonuses, I don't think that was the kid part, but that's the only. It's actually not. I don't know if that was Spanish. It's actually a Den Mario Cookie Monster. That was the last part before the. That was the last part, but that wasn't. That was actually this. Everyone was made by DisneyCarToys, ToysReviewToys, except the bonus one with All Mario Cookie Monster, which is the Den, which is not English, kind of, except he said, "Oh my God," but yeah. Here's Volume 2. Some of them are on YouTube, but some of them are not on YouTube, but some of them mostly they are still on YouTube. Yeah. And I probably wouldn't I might not upload the cookie taste tests because it's on YouTube. I will upload this Legend Imagine Elmo because I'm always gonna give a credit to those lost videos. I remember I did have the drill and fill. What unfortunately all these are camcorded and they're kind of okay quality on the sound quality, but I did record it with my camera and then my Sony camera, and then connect to a Blu-ray player and then record onto a VHS tape. That's what I made. This is how I did. Yeah, unfortunately, the label fell off. And this was recycled from a regular VHS, which I record over, which is Mickey and Me, The Big Lie. I think the 1996 or 97 VHS that was recycled. And the homemade printing I made is May 23rd, 2019. Yep, May 23rd, 2019. Yeah, right before I ended my freshman. And these tapes I made were before I had my very first YouTube channel. I didn't have the first channel since December. Yeah. This is my homemade logos. And yes, I do make homemade VHS tapes. Yeah. I think homemade VHS tapes can be a lot of fun to make. So yeah. Yeah, and recording tapes can be a lot of fun. I just started recording tapes since very first time since 2015. Yeah, which has probably already been 10 years, but it will be 11 years since I first started recording VHS tapes. But not these tapes, though. Yeah. This I made back in 2018. This one's from 2019, homemade VHS. And yes, this tape was recorded in SOP, and this is actually 55 minutes. This one says this was actually 50 minutes, so yeah. And someday I will upload the full video. I don't know if I'll record onto a DVD recording because some of the Blu-ray, some of the parts were the copy protected parts that wouldn't allow to record. Some of the clip pieces weren't allowed to partially record, and I don't want to miss the spots on that, so I might use my digitizing capture thing. So yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I want to show you. I thought I could show you these before I'm going to upload to these videos that were I'm going to archive these videos to YouTube. And yes, I do like archiving videos. If I've been saved, I'm really lucky to have to save these before they were gone. Yeah, some of these videos were gone, and some of them are still there on YouTube. So yeah, I just call it Mario Cookie Monster, even though it's supposed to be mostly, it would have been Cookie Monster Mario. Like some of them, well, the only one right here is just Mario only, and some of these Mario Cookie Monster Mario videos, some are just Cookie Monster only, besides without Mario, without Super Mario. Yeah, most of these are Cookie Monster Mario, and some of them, well, the only one on this is just Super Mario, which that was the first video on ToysReviewToys channel, and some of the DisneyCarToys and ToysReviewToys are just, some of them are just Cookie Monster only. Yeah, I remember, well, the Cookie Monster, I remember the first video I did put on this one, it was when he ate spaghetti, but that was on it is on YouTube, so I don't think I have to worry about uploading it. I don't need to upload it. Anything that were on YouTube still, that were saved, I probably don't really have to upload. Maybe I might. So yeah, I might. So yeah, and some of these, I remember when they did their. I remember that when Cookie Monster Mario was doing the Let's Imagine Elmo, but I don't think it was on YouTube. If it is, I probably don't have to upload it. So yeah, I did put before creators of SML. I don't think SML movie is really a kids one, but this is kind of kids, except the den part. I don't know if that's for kids, or maybe it's non-suitable. I don't know, but. The Den of Mario Cookie Monster, that would not be on DisneyCarToys or ToysReviewToys who made this. It was actually someone else. Yeah. I have to credit to these videos that used to be on YouTube, but not anymore. I made my homemade Ubi logos myself. Yes, I do put my homemade Ubi logos on VHS tapes and homemade DVDs. So yeah. I didn't put those on DVD. Well, actually I did. Well, I did record them onto a disc, so I could probably upload to YouTube. So I just ripping those off from these VHS tapes that I just record onto a DVD recording instead of just my digitizing video recorder converter thing. I'm just gonna use the I'm just recording onto a disc, and then I'm gonna finalize the disc. Then I'll put it on these files, and then I'll upload it to YouTube. So yeah, that's what I was going to do. So yeah, there you have it. Those are two of my homemade Mario Cookie Monster videos. So before I end this video, I'll show you just the VHS review way. November 23rd, 2018. And here's volume 2. Oh, I remember the first part on this, where the Cookie Monster, Mario, and all his friends are showing their toys. I think this might be no longer on YouTube, but I will upload it. Yeah, really lucky to save those before they're gone. But unfortunately, they're all camcorded. Sadly, I wish that I haven't done non-camcorded. But there are no 12 Days of Cookies on these two. I do have it on another. I do have it on the other VHS tape, which is kind of camcorded, but with better sound quality. So yeah, I did upload to YouTube, but I think I'll re-upload it, but it won't be in hi-fi, I think. So yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.